Now we just talked about batteries.
Yes.
One of the things at the shows here is you can't always just throw a stone at the company that's representing a product in the booth.
Right.
Because they hire people that speak English.
Yes.
That aren't necessarily employees.
Right.
And they may give some misinformation.
Yes.
Just not knowing the product. I mean,
Right.
you know, I ask technical questions like you asked, how many milliamp hours? Well,
Yes.
you know, you're saying, well, wow, that's a big battery. That's a battery for a smartwatch.
Yes.
That's actually for a laptop. So,
Yes, yes.
so sometimes don't, you know, don't discount the person you're talking to
In the booth.
in the booth. Go
Yes.
around, take a look at the brochure,
Right.
and see if it makes sense. And
Right.
maybe if it doesn't make sense and you still like the product, could you please explain that again? Or is your engineer here?
Wow.
And normally they'll have someone technical there.
Yeah.
So sometimes you may run into a great product and
Right.
you're just upset that they didn't know what they were talking about and you
Right.
left.
Yes.
And sometimes it was a good product and
Yes.
they just had a translator in there
Yes.
trying to do their best and then made a mistake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially if there's an international trade show and they focus more, oh, we need someone who can speak English
We
in the
need
booth.
someone, exactly.
So they don't think immediately, oh, they need to have engineering knowledge or
Exactly.
Or sometimes maybe look, or you ask them, you know, I understand you don't know everything about the product. Can I contact the engineer?
Yeah.
I'll be around tomorrow. Will
Yeah.
the engineer be here?
Exactly.
Or
exactly.
something
exactly.
like that. Or could you ask these questions to the engineer? I'll come back tomorrow and
Right.
get them to have that conversation with their own team.
Absolutely
Yeah.
right. Good.
Oh, this is going to be bigger next week.
Yeah.
They're going to have the huge drone cage.
Yes.
Charles, you weren't. You
was
saw it
here.
last
Yeah,
year.
I saw it last
the big
year.
drone cage.
That's-
I reckon they want to put this in a big cage and then fly the drones around everywhere.
Now,
that'd be funny.
Now,
Now that's a big issue now in the US.
it's a very big issue in the U.S.
But
now,
the cat's out of the bag. It's too late to control.
oh, it's too late to control. Now, I'm going to be here for that show.
Yes.
But last year, one of the problems when you have a nice demonstration like this, I'm in search and rescue.
Right.
So I'm interested in drones myself.
Yes.
Drones are hot, but how controllable are they? So at the Global Sources Show last year,
Yeah.
they had beautiful buildings.
Right.
They didn't land any of the drones on the buildings.
Yes.
They just brought it up and went around
And then right
didn't
back
show
down there.
the performance. So
Yes.
these manufacturers didn't know even how to show
Right.
the product.
Yes.
So, you know, I asked this manufacturer, I like your machine, but I'd like to see it, but, well, we can't show it now, it's tomorrow again.
Yes.
So, you know, you lose a sale if you can't show. So it's interesting
Yeah.
where even the manufacturers don't know how the end user could benefit from a beautiful
Yes.
display that Global Sources
And they're having
did.
trouble in the States where you've got these drone manufacturers, they want to take pictures, but some cities are not allowing the drones to fly above people.
Well,
That means they can't fly anywhere because there's people everywhere.
yeah, and
You can't just say, you can't mark it out, oh, this is a drone flying area, you're not allowed to walk here.
Yeah, well, Washington, D.C. has worked with several manufacturers of drones where,
Right.
because they have GPS inside, they have not allowed the drones for those manufacturers in the firmware to fly around the White House.
Oh, okay.
So they've worked with a couple of the Chinese manufacturers to put blockouts out.
What about the other tens of thousands of drones that are in the US
Yeah.
that do not have that on it?
Oh, I know.
That's what I meant, the cat's out of
I
the
know,
bag, right?
I know, absolutely. The monster is out.
The monster is
The
out.
monster is out.
Yeah.
Also, while on the subject of technology and so on, again, a lot of these units don't have FCC approvals for the radio frequency.
Yes.
So that's something very important for the buyer to really look at,
Right.
especially when you're dealing with radio devices.
Yes.
The penalties are severe in the United States.
Yes.
Personal. It's not even
Yes.
the company. The directors are held
Right.
responsible.
Thank you.
Okay, good.
Thank you.